Yo. What's up, everybody? Sorry, we're starting at a weird time. I was doing some gameplay stuff on the side for a different game. But we're going to do something a little weird here. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you footage from the Dying Light 2 event, which just took place here in just a little bit. But right now, PlayStation is having their State of Play. They're going to show off the Horizon Forbidden West gameplay. And then we're going to jump back and we're going to try that out. So everything should be pretty cool. So let me just, should be starting in about 10 minutes. So this will give me a good chance to get everybody on from the Discord over here and stuff. Today's a weird day. So everything's thrown around. So welcome to everybody who made it. Let me just go ahead and, there we go. Cool. Just need to, like, tweet out that... That's called Forbidden West. That was called Forgotten West. Forbidden West. Should be starting in a few minutes. PlayStation's gone live, but it's the splash screen, so you're not missing anything just yet. This is pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about all the news today. Oh, cool. We got PlayStation logos and stuff in there. Cool. Now, nothing's started yet. It starts in about 5 minutes or so. They started streaming about 4 hours ago, but that was just their, like, preamble. And then we'll take a look at the Dying Light stuff. So we're going to take a look at the PlayStation stuff first, which will be live, and then Dying Light 2 in just a few moments. Just letting everybody know we're going live. YouTube won't send out notifications, so I will have to do it myself. Cool. Alright, I think we're about ready to go. Yeah, so Forgotten West, or Forbidden West, should take place on, like, the western coast of the United States, which is pretty cool, because I think they keep showing, like, the big buildings of, like, San Francisco and the bridge and stuff. And it's all, like, just, like, completely destroyed and gobbled up by vines and stuff. It was a pretty cool trailer they had from, like, E3 a little while ago. Gotta put up the new member goal. Oh man, does that look pretty? Tweet, tweet. Looks like Horizon Zero Dawn. It should, because it's literally a sequel to that game, so I hope it looks like that. And then there's Dying Light stuff. I got a wonderful, cool package from Dying Light as well, just a little while ago. And it revealed the event. I had some other thing going on, so I'm a little late, but we're going to cover it all. It's going to be cool. How's my day? Going good. We're here in the chat. You guys know how it is whenever I get to spend time with chat. I'm happy to do these events live. It's good. Then we get to actually talk about what's going on. So this is going to be a reveal event for Forbidden West, but could also show some other PlayStation games too. And then we'll go take a look at all the Dying Light 2 stuff as well. So secretly it's a PlayStation stream, but mostly it's about Dying Light. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. Wow, those reminds me of all the coral from Subnautica Below Zero. This game looks to me like to be... It's like Last of Us 2 being on the West Coast, but with, like, a little bit of Subnautica in it with like the mystical world and stuff. That's cool. This PlayStation stream's they've already had a... For those of you guys saying, why do we have to wait so long? Do you know how long this PlayStation stream's been going? They started streaming this 4 hours ago. Oh, they already got the clip feature too. Wow. 4 hours. 4 hours waiting for PlayStation. Why does the timer say 1 hour 5 minutes? What are we waiting for? Why are you not playing? Well, there you go. Man, when your entitlement is so hardcore that there can't be any waiting at all, that waiting is an unknown concept. No, this is a reveal event. I just said that. Makes sense? Okay, then we're good now. It'll be a little less. If it does, I do see the timer up there, but it'll allow some people to get in here before we start the Dying Light thing. If it is an hour from now, because the way I understood it is that Dying Light took place about an hour ago, and then this takes place at the top of the hour. You didn't mean it in a bad way? It's a question. Oh, it's a good question, actually, because I've been trying to look at when these events start, and a few people have been tweeting out, like, it starts at 2, but they didn't say what time zone they were in, so it could be like 2 or 3. They'll just have to peek. But that's okay. This will just be a preamble for what we're doing. If it doesn't start in 5 minutes, then we'll go back and watch some Dying Light stuff, and then we'll watch the PlayStation thing, too. We got a lot to do. We got a lot to cover. That could be their timer. I'm not sure. Or it could just be... Actually, let's see. Oh, yeah, you're right. 4 hours, 46 minutes. 3 hours, 16. Oh, cool. Camera at the Scalding Spear. What is that? Some destroyed building? Now this is giving me like Mad Max vibes. Well, you could be right. Well, while we wait for PlayStation, then, we can take a look at... I'm a little late to the Dying Light stuff, but only by about like 30 minutes or so. I had some other stuff going today. So we'll keep that running. So live, it's an hour and 3 minutes away. So let's go watch some of the stuff that just came out for Dying Light 2. Dying to know. I certainly am. How about you? Okay, let's jump into... let's see. This is their... gameplay. This is their gameplay trailer, and then this was their full. This was their full live stream that was just on Twitch a little bit ago, which is why it has the Twitch logo. So we'll just pretend this is live. So for anybody who comes in and says this is old, well, actually this is old now. This game's old. It's not out yet, but it's not new anymore. Now that we know. What is this? 144p. There we go. Damn. Have you guys been having that as a problem lately on YouTube? Where everything keeps like dropping to like 144p and stuff?
Nice to meet you. I'm Leah, and this is Dying to Know. If you're dying to know what's going on in the world of Dying Light 2,
yes!
then you're in the right place.
Oh, good.
Here we'll be showing you all the news, the latest from the Dying Light world. We'll be announcing a few contests. We'll be talking to developers, and probably most importantly, we're going to be showing you a brand new gameplay trailer where you can see the current state of the Dying Light 2 game. But first, there's someone here I need to introduce you
Texas?
to.
That's a current state.
Caldwell.
Oh.
I'm a pilgrim, an outcast, roaming like a Japanese Ronin or an Old West desperado.
Isn't that hot and all black?
But my future has a tiny, dying light at the end of this tunnel. Hello, guys. My name is Jonah Scott, and I voice Aiden Caldwell in Dying Light 2. But before that, I'm going to host this program with Leia, if you don't mind.
My pleasure. Well, I'm ready. Jonah's definitely ready, and I hope you're ready.
That hoodie must smell.
If you're dying to know,
and it must
like
be
us,
so hot.
Stick with us.
It just looks uncomfortable. Like, imagine doing parkour.
The story told in Dying Light 2 occurs 20 years after the events of the first game.
Ooh.
And if you're wondering what happened in those intervening 20 years, well, there's no better person to ask than the Dying Light 2 world director, Thomas Gabau, with who I'll be talking in just a moment.
And after that, I'll be speaking with Piet Jamenek, the narrative director of the game, so about the characters that appear in Dying Light 2.
Oh, I've heard his voice before in many other games. I can't remember which ones, though.
Welcome to the show, Thomas. So the first question I have for you today is, do I need to have played Dying Light 1 to sort of understand what's happening in Dying Light 2?
No, actually, you don't. Like you mentioned before, our game takes place some 20 years later, in a world where humankind has lost the war to the virus. So, in a way, you could say that Dying Light 2 takes us to the world beyond.
Excuse me, what virus?
Intriguing. All right, tell me more, please.
Well, you remember the events of Heron in 2014. Well, after that, world leaders, they had a tough choice to make. They had to isolate the city of Heron.
Right.
For that, they created an exclusion zone. Like in Chernobyl, only a lot more people were left to die inside the walls.
Yeah, right. So they just isolated the entire city. And did it help? Did it stop the virus?
Yeah, for a while it worked. Enough for everyone to forget about it, at least. Only in secret, a handful of scientists continued to study the virus. You know, manipulating its DNA, creating new strains. They were looking for commercial and military applications. So, you know, they're doing it for the money, really.
Yeah, of course. So what happened next?
Well, next, the shit hit the fan. By Christmas
Language,
2021,
sir.
one of these mutated strains escaped from a level 4 laboratory located near Geneva. We don't really know if this was accidental or not, but this time the virus was much faster than any government. Before the world could react, civilization was on the brink of collapse. People were dying in the streets, capital cities were burning. By the end of 2023, 98% of the population had been lost to the virus. There was a few settlements remaining, but only one city was still standing. The last bastion of mankind, our city, Villador, aka the city.
Right, so
That's
Villador
pretty good
is
green
what
screen
we
and camera
have
work
left.
in this.
So that's everything that's happened outside of the city. What actually happens inside Villador?
Well, the city
Why can't the
has
camera
unique
stay
rules.
still?
First of all, it's surrounded by seemingly impassable walls. And inside the walls, the people that decided to use a radical new weapon against the infection, which actually gave them the upper hand in the first stages of the pandemic. But it also created terrifying new monster archetypes.
Ooh, that's nice.
15 years on, a new equilibrium sort of emerged in the city. By daylight, human factions fight to control the city, and at night, the streets become the realm of these blood.
Wait, what city is that, chat? Was that Paris?
Right, well, that is extremely interesting. Thank you very much, Thomas. And we'll be hearing more about the vibrant and fantastic city soon, I hope. But first, I think we need to hear a little bit more about the characters.
World premiere.
Our second guest is a man of two industries, cinema and gaming. In a previous life, he wrote the hit HBO series Vataha?
Vataha, yeah.
Vataha. And then he moved on to Techland to become a narrative director. Piotr Jemenek.
Hi, guys. Thank you.
So we have plenty of time to talk about the rest of the characters in Dying Light 2. There are tons of them. But today, I think we want to focus on Aiden Caldwell, the protagonist. You want to talk more about him? Or?
Yeah, sure. So,
Or not?
Aiden,
No, not at all.
He's the member of Outcasts, you know? The group of people traveling through this dangerous world of Dying Light 2 called pilgrims, because he's looking for his relative, the person whom he lost many, many years ago, and that person is his only memory from the past, and the only answer to whom Aiden really is.
Aiden is a really rich, deep character, very, very much cooler than I am.
Oh, no, come on.
I mean, he can run across buildings, jump from rooftop to rooftop, use all kinds of weapons.
Yeah, well, you know, he didn't have much choice. This world is full of infected, bloodthirsty creatures, so he didn't have much choice.
Oh, that's a cool
right?
takedown.
The weak die, the strong survive, and Aiden, he just has to be strong. But why did he come like that? Why him? That's the main question of the game, and the player will have opportunity also to decide how Aiden will evolve. Will he help the weak? Will it distract him from his main goal?
Oh,
or
you have a
maybe
choice.
He will just strive to the end of his search as soon as possible.
I can't imagine trying to survive or live in a city like that as a lone wolf by yourself without any kind of support.
Well, he's not gonna be alone, you know. He will meet many people. But again, depending on the player choices, some of them will become his allies, but some of them will become his enemies. One of the group he will encounter are the Night Runners, the former special force officers who were sick of the army's cynicism and lack of concern for common people. But they were brave enough to help the people during the night. And the night, as you know, is pretty horrifying in the game.
Yeah, so Aiden joins them, joins the Night Runners.
Oh, That's the question, my friend, the player will have to answer to. I won't spoil the pleasure of discovering Aiden's actions and true motivations, but what I can share with you is the fact that we really put big effort to make this character and many others
that camera
complex
just won't stop
and
flying, dude.
multidimensional. But there is so much more to be discovered during the game.
Oh, that's fascinating. Can't wait to learn more. Thank you so much, Pierre.
Thank you, thank you.
I like how they called
So
it Dying to
before
Know,
we
though.
watch
It's cool.
The gameplay trailer of Dying
Gameplay.
Light 2 for the first
We're about to see
time,
gameplay.
We need to talk about something which is basically at the center of the Dying Light universe, which is
The community. Over the past few years, Dying Light has amassed over 23 million players.
Dying Light's a pretty
and a
good game.
95% positive review rating on Steam.
which in Steam Talk is overwhelmingly positive. So bravo.
Yeah, we'd like to take a few seconds and thank you guys.
I'm gonna
Thank
play
you
all the
for being on
DLCs
this
and stuff
journey
too.
with us.
Booster,
Thank
we
you for
gotta play.
sharing your love with others of Dying
We will
Light.
definitely
And
play
thank you
Dying
for
Light
these
some more.
great
I've already
moments
played it a little
together.
bit on the channel, but I'd like to do a full playthrough with the
Dying Light
boys.
1 has some amazingly creative fans.
And there's some good
It's
DLC too.
fantastic, pardon the pun, because we're going to be starting a brand new contest which will combine your love of Dying Light with that same creativity.
Now, with the release date of Dying Light 2 drawing ever closer, we'd like to extend our hand and invite you to make the community a little bit bigger. If you find yourself skilled in the ways of visual arts, writing, or costumes and cosplay, please
No,
join
I'm
the
not
Dying Light universe.
I have
So
no skill
check
at all.
out dyinglightgame.com/contest.
I'm out.
And if you
I've
win,
already
there's
lost.
a fantastic monetary prize on the line. But also, there's some other
Monetary
great rewards you could give them
prize.
a chance with winning as well.
Like Platinum Edition of Dying Light. Look at this. This is the finest edition of Dying Light ever made. This is the Platinum Edition of Dying Light. This has every bit of content ever released for Dying Light in one place. It's massive. I mean, look at it.
For those of you who haven't experienced Dying Light yet, we are introducing Dying Light 1 Platinum Edition.
Oh, that's good.
It's the biggest and most complete edition to have ever existed.
And we're offering it to you now at an historically low price. All the content, lowest price.
There's literally no better time to buy than now, and you can get it on Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Get your Platinum Edition of Dying Light now. This is the best offer, like, ever.
That's
I
true.
guess
Dying
we don't
Light's
have time
really,
to
really
go
good.
over everything that's in the Platinum Edition, but it is
At least what I've
everything.
played.
This is how it looks.
Oh yeah, there's a vehicle DLC. I think I've only played about maybe 4 to 8 hours of Dying Light. I got a lot more to do. Yeah, especially with the cars and stuff. It feels a lot like 7 Days to Die meets like Far Cry with a little bit of Days Gone in there and maybe some maybe a little bit of the comedy from like maybe a little bit of Borderlands in there. Booster, you played this before. Oh, you did the campaign twice? Oh man. We're gonna have to play and do some of the DLC. It's an older game, but it's
Okay, so
golden.
I'm excited because you guys are in just a second gonna see the official gameplay trailer for Dying Light 2. And then after that, we're gonna interview some of the devs that made it possible.
So, without further ado, here it is.
Yeah, we'll probably do a full playthrough before
Hey, everyone.
2 comes out.
We've been quiet for some time, since, like the rest of the world, we had some unforeseen hurdles to clear. But the wait is over. Let's dive into the open world of Dying Light 2.
Ooh.
The last slice of Dying Light 2 showcased the mission from the main storyline.
You get after those fuckers.
You saw how your decisions influenced the narrative and notably changed the environment. This time, we want to give you a broader look at the game and a sneak peek at some of the things we'll be talking about in upcoming months.
That's a lot of chicken.
In Dying Light 2, you become Aiden Caldwell, an outsider trying to unravel a tangled mystery from his past. Its trail leads him to the city, probably the last bastion of mankind in the world.
Shit!
At first, you feel like this intense, brutal place will tear you apart. But then you meet the Night Runners, veteran survivors who help people in better days.
By the way, I'm Hakon.
You were a night runner. You used to help people,
remember? Night Runners are gone. Finished. A myth.
And although it's not entirely clear you can trust them, you need allies in the dark. And these are the modern Dark Ages. It's been 15 years since the apocalypse and the world has changed.
Wow.
The old civilization has fallen, but a new one has been built on its ashes.
Windmill. Windmill confirmed.
People fight desperately for scarce resources. Rules are broken.
Oh, the
and
melee is so
weakness
good.
Is punished.
She's innocent.
3 factions struggle for position in the city. Survivors pride themselves on being able to adapt to any circumstances and cobble together safe zones almost everywhere. Peacekeepers, loyal soldiers who want to impose their version of law and order and trample all in their path. Renegades, ex-prisoners serving their ruthless colonel.
A new
seeking
member.
to become sole rulers
Thank you,
of the
Figo.
city.
Where is Wolves? Make him tell me.
Use these factions to reach your goal. Help or harm them to reshape the city to your liking.
Ooh.
Just
I hope we
remember,
can build those traps. That'd be cool.
Each faction contains complex characters.
Nosy Parker, ain't ya? Got some kind of bad habit of yours?
That looks like a
So,
Western
will you
bar.
Follow cold calculation or your heart.
The Bazaar needs good people. Help us and you'll find a home here.
Some in the city offer no chance for an alliance. Bandits, outlaws, and common thugs live only to plunder and kill, plunging the streets into chaos.
Oh, nice. The melee looks so cool.
Yet, nightfall scares all of them equally.
Look like a giant
Darkness changes the
flycatcher.
rules of the world. As the light fails, monsters crawl out of hiding to prey on the poor souls caught outside the safety of UV rays. Hordes of
Oh.
infected pour into the streets like decaying lava. The deadly spawn of 15 years of mutation and evolution.
That's a big boy.
Your only escape? Exploit the city's verticality and flee to the roofs. Though even there, you are never safe from swift and deadly virals.
Uh-oh.
Or even greater threat.
Cool. UV light is much more important than a flashlight.
Yet night brings opportunity as well. Nests rife with infected during the day now lie empty. To explore them, you must tread carefully. But those brave enough to face the terrors of the night can loot a jackpot.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Luckily, you have all the tools you need to survive.
Damn, that parkour though.
Your extraordinary parkour skills allow you to navigate even the most treacherous terrain.
Wow, that's a big jump, man. Wow. Huge
On
jumps.
the roofs, you can count on your parkour acrobatics to save your life.
Get wrecked.
But often, you'll have to face your enemies head on. And then you have to be smart,
Goodbye.
resourceful, and determined.
Melee weapons like
Work hard
knives
on
and
the
arrows
essence of our
seem
combat,
so cool.
Making sure swinging a big, meaty weapon is fun, satisfying, and well executed.
Yeah.
But even the most brutal fights can be tactical as well. You have
Guns are
multiple
cool,
ways
but
to hone your skills toward the gameplay style that suits you best. It's up to you if you focus mostly on mobility and parkour.
oh,
or
nice.
Aggressive, blunt force combat. or a crafty approach where the tools you've created get the job done. Every ability you learn can be a game changer and possibly a new favorite move.
I like it. Your choices.
Things move
Your
fast and
world.
quick in Dying Light 2. Each moment matters. Each move could mean triumph or defeat. Choose your actions and friends carefully. Everything you do in the city can reshape the gameplay environment.
Oh no, the windmill
change
blew
the
up,
course of
Booster,
the
no.
narrative, and decide
Your
the
house.
fate of the city's residents. But
Oh, boy.
most importantly, you decide your own fate as well.
You're about to turn.
Make sure to stay human.
An extensive post-apocalyptic world. And I really like that divisiveness, you know, the life on the roof and then death on the streets.
Yeah, like the intensity of the day and the night cycle together.
It's almost like Dying Light 2 is two different games put together into one.
Yeah, like despite all the brutality
That's how I felt when
going
I
on the
played the
ground
first
floor,
one.
There's something about like the rooftops and the plants. and
It's
stuff.
cozy.
Yeah, I kind of want to be there. But it does feel like every decision is vital. Like your choices actually do have some consequences.
Choices and consequences are incredibly vital to Dying Light 2's gameplay. And we're going to interview some devs and talk about some other very vital gameplay mechanics.
What I heard is the complete edition of the first game is only $25.
Pizza Shizevsky.
So if you've been wanting to get the first one or some
Welcome. And that
DLCs,
gameplay
get the
looks
first game.
Awesome. I know we can't wait to get our hands on it, but congrats.
You don't need
Yeah,
it,
for
but
sure. It looks
Dying
like you guys
Light's
have a very
pretty good.
unique world and a very unique game. Where y'all get your inspiration from?
Oh, that was a research. We did a deep dive into the history of our world, and we found repetitive patterns. We found that people use the same behaviors in the past after the fall of civilization or after the fall of the nation that's supposed to be a backbone of our world. So our approach was super simple. We just copycat those behaviors and attitudes and show you how our world would look like after the fall. However, it's kind of obvious that the main reason that civilization fall is virus pandemic or eventually the economical collapse. Yeah, that's basically obvious thing. But it's even darker if you connect those things with the research we did at the beginning of the production. So people will question everything. They're gonna blame everything and everyone that's supposed to guide us in our lives every day. So they're gonna blame governments, they're gonna blame law, they're gonna blame science, or even religion. Some people might ask themselves that, where was God when it happened to us, basically, you know? So I feel that all of those things together creates the sensation that it's a giant step backward for our civilization.
So, Dying Light 2 has a subtitle, Stay Human. What does that mean?
Well, it's super hard to remember those values that makes us human, so like compassion or support. So the entire fall, those dark times we have is a big test for everyone. And I think it's even harder test because to stay human, people would sacrifice what's the most important for them or sometimes risk their lives.
Wow, so that's like really intense. And there's like the obvious like double meaning to it.
So is
which what I
camping.
was thinking.
Camping
Stay
is also
human, don't
intense.
become a zombie.
Yeah, but one disclaimer, those are not zombies, you know, those are infected people that turn to be a monster. They're just crossing a line, you know, and they're turning to be a monster, you know. Because in Dying Light, we all infected. Yeah, we all wearing this biomarker, you know it, and you're wearing this, I'm wearing this. That's a watch, actually, but you know that, you know, so that's the thing. So the challenge is to not cross this line at all costs. So that's the biggest challenge of staying human in this meaning.
I see, yeah, not zombies.
Not zombies.
Not zombies.
At all.
People who've crossed the line.
Well, there's
Fascinating.
zombies.
Thank you so much, Adrian. We're definitely going to be hearing from you again soon.
There's zombies.
Thank you so much.
Zombies just another term. Everyone keeps using infected now as a thing, and it's
We
like,
have with us
just say
Katarzyna
zombies.
Tarnowska,
We
the
know.
environmental art director.
We know they're not zombies.
And we have game designer Michał Duzak.
Hello. So, choices and consequences. The player has to make a choice, and they have to experience or endure the consequences. What does that mean?
Basically, the whole system of choice and consequences is really, really complex. I would say the best way to describe it is that player is making the decisions based on three
Even the
layers.
windmills
First
in
one
the
are
background.
the choices that you do during the main story missions. And those big changes are actually can change the whole game or even how the story ends. The second layer are choices that you do while the quests, and those choices can actually influence the mission itself. And the last one, the last layer, is so-called city alignment system, and I, as an open-world game designer, would like to focus on.
Please do, go on.
All right, so water and electricity are basically a key to survive in every world.
Cool. Oh,
By restoring it, player can not only unlock the water or electricity in the area, but he can also, based on his decision, assign it to one of the factions, which will influence how the district looks like or who's going to live inside of it. But it also, what is pretty more important for a player, unlock new tools for him, like unique tools for each factions, like car traps, zip lines, or a trampoline, that player can use in exploration to deal with bandits or infected, or simply to move faster through the city. So basically,
that's cute.
Based on your choices, you shape the game environment, which gives you a different experience every time you start a new game. And what is worth mentioning here that Dying Light 2 is playable up to 4 co-op players. So you can host the game or join other players and see how their choices came up differently to your own.
Right.
Interesting.
There's one thing I'm really curious about, though. Night versus day. How does the gameplay differ from the night and the day?
They explained that if you were watching Aiden Cauldron.
And night is for the monsters. But to describe it a little bit better, I would say that during the day, humans, factions, bandits, or survivors scavenging the city and searching for some scraps or someone who might have them. And this is the best time for a player to explore the city, meet its citizens, learn the stories, day-to-day agenda, or even simply help them in a quest or open-world activities to survive those dark ages.
Yeah, and that sounds quite pleasant, but I'm guessing night changes everything.
Exactly, exactly. During the night, all the infected get out of the buildings, and compared to the Dying Light 1, the night is going to be even more intense this time. Intense in terms of the amount of enemies, the new types, and new, more aggressive behaviors. And what is important, this time, night can mean also opportunity. An opportunity for the players, for courage.
Is this the Netherlands?
To use the fact that all the infected are outside.
I just keep seeing windmills and flooding.
Buildings are accessible to explore them and search for the most valuable loot in the game.
Katarzyna, you're responsible for the post-apocalyptic look of the city. Can you tell us a little bit how about the city became to look that way?
Yes. I guess the important thing to realize is in 2025, a decision was made to use a chemical attack to stop the spread of the Haran virus. And the result is a tight ring of chemically active areas around the city. Some of the chemicals have gotten into the groundwater and spread under the surface, killing every living plant and every living thing in
that's fine then.
What it means for the city is that the street levels are virtually dead. The soil is unable to sustain any life, any plant, and the street level is a domain of the monsters, just decaying in every aspect.
Wow, so it sounds like there's just no healthy organic life down there at all.
Not really. The survival on the street level is pretty tough, so the common people are just visitors there. But the life prevailed. It moved up to the rooftops. And this is where the plants are flourishing and blooming in the post-apocalyptic landscape. And this is where people build and develop the new world of Dying Light 2. Electricity producing windmills and
very
save
Bob
zones
Ross.
for the player.
Very pretty.
And in a way, in a metaphorical sense, the rooftops are the new default ground floor, the level 0. And trip to the streets is, in a way, a trip underground, a -1 of sorts, just the corpse of a lost civilization.
Yeah, that's to say the least. I can't imagine being a citizen living in that city, let alone being a player, and how challenging that's going to be.
Yeah, and hold that thought. Thank you very much for joining us today, but it's now time to introduce our next guests.
Captain Rex, thanks for the dollar, dude.
And Peter, and guys, I have one question about the open world in Dying Light 2. How big is it?
It's pretty big.
We know that. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yes, of course. The map in Dying Light 2 is divided into 2 huge regions and several zones. There are plenty leftovers from the lost civilization for you to scavenge. But we didn't want our players to perceive the map only horizontally, so we see the map as a multi-level 3D world that supports your traversal and helps you solve parkour puzzles.
Yes, in-house we call it multi-layer open world exploration. And you know, the movement system from Dying Light 1, we remove every restriction from the player. You can move everywhere you want, how you want to do it. And when I think about it, I think that was a big challenge for us to create the geometry that supports all of that. And we did it, and I think we did it well. Doing the same thing in Dying Light 2 wasn't our goal. We want to make one or more step forward to
Has the camera ever
surpass
stood
the
still
player
at all?
expectation. That's why we doubled the number of parkour moves.
Doubled. And I mean, it's not like there was a shortage in Dying Light 1, so what?
If you're looking for work,
the
be a
iconic
camera
Dying Light 1
operator for
parkour
Dying Light
is
2.
essential there. We improve it.
They can't get enough
we
people.
double the number of parkour moves. The players
Oh, that
will
looks
see
so
over
good. Look at that.
3,000 different parkour animations. From the basic move, through the tricks, to the small little tasty
parkour attacks are
details
cool.
there that you can see it.
Okay, well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to stop you there, but don't hate me because in the next episode, we're going to be talking more about parkour and how the team have managed to make an authentic urban running experience in Dying Light 2.
Thank you guys so much for the information. Bartosz, Peter, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so the last and arguably the most important question I'm sure you have is when is the release date?
Yeah, that is a very, 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 very important question.
And luckily, we have the answer. And that answer is the 7th of December.
Oh, cool.
Waited years to say that out loud. And now that
December
we know
7th,
the release date of
boys.
the game, it's time for you to go pre-order it. Go to dyinglight.com/preorder, select your platform, and then hit pre-order. And there you go. Congratulations. You just pre-ordered one of the most anticipated games of this year. Go you.
It's true. A lot of people are looking forward to this one. And I think I'm going to get some extra keys for it.
I want one.
Well, I've got good news for you then, because this official figurine is part of the collector's edition of Dying Light 2, and you can get one for yourself if you want. We'll leave like a proper unboxing of the whole set.
Oh,
for
that light is
professionals,
cool.
But we do have it all in front of us right now, so it'd be rude not to take a look. You get, in the collector's edition, a concept art book full of stunning artwork from the game. You get this steel book, which will have your game inside it, of course. And you get this interesting little sort of UV
I got one of those.
flashlight.
They
So,
gave me
yeah.
one.
Cool. It looks like there's all sorts of vanity elements in here too, like some legendary skin packs, as well as all sorts of digital elements. For more information on these digital elements,
I have the
please
flashlight.
visit the
They
pre-order
gave me one.
website. I want this. And I want Dying Light.
Show off the statue
thought
more.
you'd
I want to
say
see the
that. Well,
details.
if you're feeling the same way, then I've got good news, because you can pre-order the collector's edition. However, it is very, very limited, so you'll have to be very quick.
Rest assured, there will be plenty of the standard edition for your standard gamer, but if you're into special editions, there is a deluxe edition of Dying Light 2 with a steel book, legendary pack, and a digital soundtrack, and much, much more.
So to summarize, that's 3 different editions that you can buy depending on what you're after.
Holy crap. Collector's edition looks huge.
And if you just can't wait until release to get immersed in the world of Dying Light 2, then why don't you go check out the Techland Gamers and Goodies website for more info.
Yeah, this is a program for all gamers, whether or not you want updates on Dying Light 2 with the news, or you want Dying Light 2 items in Dying Light 1.
The cameras.
Everyone's gonna
I
find
can't get
something
over
they
the
like there.
cameras. They've got to be moving
and
like...
this is just an initial offering as well. Check back later for even more details, more information, and we'll be going through
Did
it in
Michael
future
Bay direct
episodes as
this? What the... Who directed this?
That's it. Don't forget to pre-order the game and take part in our contests. The details are on the game's website.
well. And here's a sneak peek at the topic of the next episode. Thank you for watching, and stay safe out there. Bye.
See ya.
Wait, what? Tell me more. Hold on. Oh. These creatures remind me a little bit of Killing Floor 2 a little bit. I guess that's what they're going to show off next, is the monsters. They hired a soap opera crew to record this. Dude, the monsters look really cool. All right, let's see some more of the gameplay now. So that's the end of like the little preview thing. Let's go to the trailer. Wait, how's PlayStation doing? We're down to 32 minutes. All right. Let's check the gameplay trailer again. Or like the full gameplay trailer. They didn't even show a full gameplay trailer.
Hey, everyone. We've been quiet for some time.
Oh, wait, maybe
Since,
they did.
like the rest of the world, we had some unforeseen hurdles to
Maybe
clear.
this is different.
But the wait is over.
Ooh, that is
Let's dive
smooth.
into the open world of Dying Light 2.
Wait, I hear somebody else talking. Okay. Damn autoplay.
The last slice of Dying Light 2 showcased the mission from the main storyline.
Wow.
Get after those fuckers.
The last time we saw this game was
You saw how
2019.
your decisions influenced the narrative and notably changed the environment.
I'm going to show you guys the
This
stuff
time,
they
we
gave
wanna
me.
give
Hold
you
on, I'll be
broader
back in a
look at
second.
the game and a sneak peek at some of the things we'll be talking about in upcoming months. In Dying Light 2, you become Aiden Caldwell, an outsider trying to unravel a tangled mystery from his past. Its trail leads him to the city, probably the last bastion of mankind in the world.
Shit!
At first, you feel like this intense, brutal place will tear you apart. But then you meet the Night Runners, veteran survivors who help people in better days.
By the way, I'm Hagon.
You were a night runner. You used to help people, remember?
Night runners are gone. Finished. A myth.
And although it's not entirely clear you can trust them, you need allies in the dark. And these are the modern Dark Ages. It's been 15 years since the apocalypse and the world has changed. The old civilization has fallen, but a new one has been built on its ashes.
We are not here for the story, bro?
People fight
Why would you play the game then?
desperately for scarce resources. Rules are broken, and weakness is punished.
She's innocent!
3 factions struggle for position in the city. Survivors pride themselves on being able to adapt to any circumstances and cobble together safe zones almost everywhere. Peacekeepers, loyal soldiers who want to impose their version of law and order and trample all in their path. Renegades, ex-prisoners serving their ruthless colonel, seeking to become sole rulers of the city.
Looks cool.
Where is Waltz? Make him tell me.
Thank goodness I have these
Use
sunglasses on.
factions to reach your goal. Help or harm them to reshape the city to your liking.
Yep, there's bandits.
Just remember, each faction contains complex characters.
Nosy Parker, ain't ya? Got some kind of bad habit of yours?
So, will you follow cold calculation or your heart?
The Bazaar needs good people. Help us and you'll find a home.
Music's good.
Some in the city offer no chance for an alliance. Bandits, outlaws, and common thugs live only to plunder and kill, plunging the streets into chaos.
This just makes me want to play the first game all over again, and all the
Yet,
DLCs.
Nightfall scares all of them equally.
With the booster.
Darkness changes the rules of the world. As the light fails, monsters crawl out of hiding to prey on the poor souls caught outside the safety of UV rays. Hordes of infected pour into the streets like decaying lava. The deadly spawn of 15 years of mutation and evolution.
Ooh. Someone's got some back knee.
Your only escape? Exploit the city's verticality and flee to the roofs. Though even there, you are never safe from swift and deadly virals. Or even greater threat.
That's cute.
Yet night brings opportunity as well. Nests rife with infected during the day now lie empty. To explore them, you must tread carefully. But those brave enough to face the terrors of the night can loot a jackpot.
What is all that stuff? Oh, is this Twitter? Oh, yeah. I could tell by all the...
Luckily, you have all the tools you need to survive.
The parkour looks damn flawless. Look at
Parkour
that.
Skills allow you to navigate even the most treacherous terrain.
Very smooth. And that's important, because that's how you're getting around the city. Damn, that's really nice, dude.
On the roofs, you can count on your parkour acrobatics to save your life.
I love that one.
But often, you'll have to face your enemies head on. And then you have to be smart,
Road warrior.
resourceful,
This is great.
and determined.
Bow and arrow and knives and like melee just seems so much better than using guns. Like guns are cool, but in this game,
and well executed.
just to chop off just to chop is just cool.
Brutal fights can be tactical as well.
It's like chivalry.
You have multiple ways to hone your skills toward the gameplay style that suits you best. It's up to you if you focus mostly on mobility and parkour,
Oh, that's
aggressive,
nice.
blunt force combat, or a crafty approach where the tools you've created get the job done.
Javelin,
Every
nice.
ability you learn can be a game changer and possibly a new favorite move.
Look at how many enemies you fight at a time, too.
Things move fast and quick in Dying Light 2. Each moment matters. Each move could mean triumph
Ooh, crossbow,
or defeat.
crossbow. Bye, lady.
Choose your actions and friends carefully. Everything you do in the city can reshape the gameplay environment, change the course of the narrative, and decide the fate of the city's residents. But most importantly, you decide your own fate as well.
You're about to turn.
Make sure to stay human.
How long do you guys think this game will be? 60 hours? 40 hours? December 7th. Yeah, that's cool. So that's gameplay. Watch again, and I'll just turn the volume down because I want to see a few more things again. I want to see some of those weapons too, because some of the weapons seem to be just like blunt weapons that are just picked up off the street, like just a steel beam or like a rebar pipe with like concrete at the end of it. That looks pretty cool. The mechanics are pleasing. Yeah, I mean, like look at how fluid the traveling looks. Like you're not going to be really driving around on the streets in this game. You're going to be jumping from rooftop to street level to telephone pole. Like it looks like you can fly in the game. It looked like there was maybe there'll be like a parachute or some sort of hang glider or something. You can go from towers. Yeah, Dying Light 1 is still a good game, and on sale for $25 for like a complete pack right now. That's an insane price for the original game and all the DLCs. And I played the original game. I didn't beat it because I came in late to the game and then didn't play it all through. But with Dying Light 2 coming out, I'm probably going to end up playing through all of Dying Light and all the DLCs in November, and then we'll play 2. Like, look at how great this city looks. I think the best looking destroyed city I think I've ever seen is in Last of Us 2. Like, it had some really good details. Like, say what you want about the story or whatever. Last of Us 2 looked amazing, and all the buildings being destroyed was pretty sweet. But this city seems made up, so they can put in all sorts of different styles. They don't have to, you know, they can have like an elevated train, they can have subways, they can have big towers, small towers. You know, they can have windmills and all sorts of stuff.
Finished. A myth.
I think the previous city is like dead or whatever. I'm not exactly sure. I guess we'll learn. I mean, they can do whatever they want in the story. The monsters look good too. Like all the creatures and all the infected.
These are the modern Dark Ages. It's been 15 years since the apocalypse, and the world
I love how some of the buildings look, though. It really looks like how buildings are made in Mad Max. Like, even better than the previous game. Like, you can see how people built, like, villages within a building. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, there's zip lines, too, it looks like.
factions struggle for position in the city.
There's 3 factions, yeah.
Survivors pride themselves on being able to adapt to any circumstances. And
I like the whole farming and stuff in the game too. Like people are just literally turning rooftops into like houses and farms and stuff.
To impose their version of law and order and trample all in their path. Renegades.
Now this game will probably be so big that it's probably going to have DLC too. So it's like, okay, the developers have a lot to do. Like they got to top the first game, which was pretty good, and they have to do all the they have to top the DLC and make new DLCs that make us want to stay in the game. So they got a lot of work to do. But did you notice that they're actually building this? Like look at that. They're actually making this trap right there, and then they hang it up, and then you can use it. So I wonder if in this game if there's like any defense building. Like that'd be super cool if you could get materials for defenses and then like set them up. Like maybe build an electric fence or something around a base. That'd be pretty sweet.
So will you follow cold calculation or your heart?
I don't even know what faction I'd want to be a part of. The military faction seems way too serious. I think I just want to be part of like the farmer group, just people trying to get by, not like control people or. And definitely get rid of the bandits, little criminals and stuff. Would be cool, but I doubt it. Maybe. It'd be really cool to actually. You know, like the thing. Well, I mean, it seems like the world that you do missions for will be affected. So, like, if you somehow happen to like get them like a fuel or something for a power plant, then they get electricity at their base and that stuff. So maybe you can do it for like maybe the mission. Well, the missions that you do will affect the base, but I don't know. I just like the idea of if I bring back a bunch of materials, like they'll use it for their base or something. It just makes it feel like I'm interacting with the world. But definitely the monster variety really just reminds me of the first game, and also how some of the creepiest monsters are from Killing Floor 2 had some really creepy monsters, and also like a little bit World War Z with how many zombies seem to be able to chase you. That's cool. Side missions to help upgrade bases like in Mad Max. Oh, yeah. True, like where you could... Oh, that'd be neat. Like if you help them to upgrade their base, every time you go there, they'll give you like a little bit of ammo or like a health kit or something like that. That'd be cool. This sounds like Cyberpunk all over again. Well, you could be right. But I feel like Cyberpunk was the first in the Cyberpunk series, as where Dying Light was like... Dying Light was them trying to remake Dead Island, but by doing it differently with a different story. Because if you guys remember Dead Island, they were going to make Dead Island 2, and that didn't go over so well. So then they made Dying Light, and the parkour in that was just so cool. Like it was, Dying Light was one of the first games to really do parkour like right. Like there was that other game, what was it, Mirror's Edge or something, and that was cool and all, but it wasn't like open world, so anytime you were running somewhere, it was like there was only one path. But here, in Dying Light, you kind of always made your own escape, or, you'd take the same routes to go between, locations and stuff. Or you jump across a bridge, and, like you do stuff like this. Yeah, Mirror's Edge was good, but, like, it was a linear, it was like the first time that game developers tried to do, like, parkour, and tried to make it so that way a person was kind of... I mean, in this game, people are jumping like 12 feet high, which is a little unbelievable, but they make it work so it's kind of believable. Like, you have to you suspend your disbelief for the game. But you also don't want to just fight one enemy. Like in the real life, you probably wouldn't be able to survive a fight with more than a couple of people. Yeah, Cyberpunk had vehicles, and it had like body modification, it had like a huge, massive city that was like, it was more than just the city, like there was the outside, but this could be the same, like a major city, but then also like outskirts too. What could be done well. I hope the missions are... It looks like the characters that you'll do quests with chat with you a little bit.
decide
Yeah,
your own
it looks like it's going to be kind of like how it was in the first game, where you actually kind of care about the people that you chat with, and they're not kind of just throwaway. Because some games have forgettable characters, as we're like, I feel like, you know, Tommy from Last of Us or Boozer from Days Gone. They're more memorable, even more than the main character, because you're kind of just you're playing as the main character, and you hear their voice so often that you don't really, you kind of like disassociate with them. All right, PlayStation has their state of play in about 15 minutes or so. So we're gonna see the open world.
Oh, okay. Joey pushed
What?
me. I was gonna be like, oh no, my tail!
Now we got the open world of. We're gonna watch this next, the Horizon Forbidden West, which is it's Horizon Zero Dawn's sequel. So we're gonna get ready for that in just a few minutes, but we can keep talking about Dying Light. So I haven't even completed the first Dying Light, but I could tell you from when I played it, it was like, oh, this has got like a kind of a more. It had like a more serious tone to it. It's not really a serious game, but it's hard to explain. It's like you actually really care about it because they do a good job of making the characters you actually care about. Dying Light 2 is December 7th, 2021, correct. And actually, how much is Dying Light on sale for right now? Let me check real quick. Let me pop open Steam and bring up Dying Light and see what it's on sale for. Or you can already pre-order, oh, wow. Or you can pre-order the second game. Oh, wow. It's 72% off right now, $24.58. Holy crap. Whoa, some of these DLCs are like 74 cents. Oh, it's everything. It's everything. That's crazy. Honestly, some of these I don't even care about because they're cosmetic. Like, I don't know, the Gunslinger one, it's like, okay. But a lot of them are carved stuff. Oh, yeah, there you go. The Season Pass, too. Yeah, some of these are like bundles that just give you new outfits and stuff, so you don't really need to get the... Yeah, like Left 4 Dead weapon pack. But you can get the whole thing for $24, which seems like way more than fair. Like, that's beyond fair. What's like the best story DLC? Oh, yeah, there's chivalry weapons. Oh, yeah, I even mentioned that. The combat is really a lot like chivalry. 25 euros for the full game, and the DLCs is really cheap. Yeah, that's kind of like a no-brainer right there if you've been waiting. Oh, here we go, like classified operation bundles, skins and weapons. Yeah, it seems like people like replaying this game so much that they don't... The story's so good that they don't want it changed. They just want more stuff to do. They want more things to kill with. That's pretty good. Yeah, I know Colt pretty much has everything in this game. I'll have to do some more of the missions then. I'll have to play the other DLCs. Because I played this game a little bit, but I never really got far. I played it for maybe about 8 hours and then like had to go on to some other stuff. But I think by November, I'm going to buy some of this DLC for sure. At least the things that are... Again, I don't really care so much about the cosmetic stuff, but I think I do know that... Isn't it true that if you... Like, Booster, if you and me played Dying Light, and you had a pack that I didn't have, can't you, like, give me a weapon to use in the game, even if I don't have it? I think that's a thing you can do. And the fact that it's co-op is just, like... It's really setting a new standard for games, for, like, every game to be co-op. Unless it's super heavily story. Some games you want it to just be single player because the story is so diverse. No, you can't do that? I swear somebody like gave me a weapon from a pack or something like that. It's nice when games do that. You never played multiplayer, but you assume that's possible? Co-op seems really fun. I think I played the first couple hours alone, then opened it up for co-op. I think that's probably the best way to do it because otherwise your friends are waiting for you. But, oh, here you go. Here's the main, here seems to be the main DLCs. The Following, the Bozak Horde, Cuisina Cargo, Hell Raid. Those are the major ones. Yep, I'm going to have to get this. 72% off, that's crazy. $24.58, wow. 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 All right, we got about 12 minutes to go. Yeah, that game seems it's nice that the game was good and then all the DLCs kind of were up to the same standard. Like a DLC, it's hard for a DLC to be like better than a game or to really expand on it, but it seems like they did a good job. Like it's not too often that a game has a DLC that really expands upon it. Like for example, the Left Behind DLC for Last of Us was good, expanded on the story of Ellie and shows you what happens like while they're in the mall and before the events of the main game. So for Dying Light to like expand on the world, that's what you really want, right? Is for a game to be so good that you want DLCs to expand on it. I think that's what people wanted from Subnautica. It would be nice if Subnautica, instead of having the second game be the only thing, there'd be DLCs that just let you continue to play Subnautica but expand the world of the first game. Like, could you imagine that if they made the map double the size and gave you more places to go see? Like, more stuff above ground and more stuff underwater? That'd be cool. You'd be in the same world, but more to see, and then they gave you, like, a new vehicle to go see it. Like a little aircraft or something like that that could zip to some other area of the map. You play open source and people join you and exit your mission after? Oh. I like that game, though. I can remember wanting to play more of Dying Light, and then I had to go on because some other bigger game came out. And I was like, man, I hope they make another one. Because I remember when I first played Dying Light, I was like, wow, this is really like Dead Island. And then I looked into it, and I was like, oh, it's like the same. It's the same, like, it's kind of the same game, except they remade it. I hope that that other game coming out, Back 4 Blood, it's basically the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead 2 or Left 4 Dead. But I hope that it'll be just as good. Like, it's all the same people, but they had to change the story. But let's hope that for whatever reason it's better than, you know, Left 4 Dead. But I think that's why Left 4 Dead was so good, too, is that you cared about Coach and Bill and, you know, all those characters, Trevor and all that. Or was it Trevor? Travis? Or the biker guy? I don't know. I just remember what they look like, what they sound like, and how they made me feel when I was playing them. Like Zoe and stuff. That was cool. Dying Light is basically Dead Island, but what it should have been. That's a good point. Isn't that good, though, that every time they made a game, it got better? You know, like, Dead Island was kind of cool. Like, it had some cool melee to it, but the story was kind of weird. It was like, where's this going? And they were like, okay, all right. We'll take the same concept, but we'll do it much better, and we'll expand on it. And it worked. And I hear the DLCs are great, too. And that's what happened with Left 4 Dead 2, and that's what happened with Killing Floor. Like, Killing Floor 2 and Left 4 Dead 2, it was like, okay, the first game was really good. Now we got to make it better. And then they made it much better. Much better. You're playing Mass Effect while watching? Oh, is the remake good? Did anybody play the new Mass Effect? I'd been wanting to get into it because I actually never played those games before. And I really want to play that. Railway Empire goes full steam ahead for Japan with DLC. Yes, I saw that. The Japan DLC for... Actually, isn't that out? I think that's out. Is it? Or maybe they announced it. Dead Island had such a good marketing campaign behind it. Oh, yeah. It did have some pretty good marketing. Especially the second game. It's great. But is the like I know Mass Effect people really like it, but is the remake or the redo or what however remaster or whatever it officially is it what you guys wanted? In the Mass Effect comparisons I saw, it's like the old graphics but better. Oh, you like the old graphics better? Oh, I see. Really? Wasn't Mass Effect like PS3 era and like Xbox 360 era? New graphics are way better for real. Okay. The remake looks better, yeah. There's no graphical... It's not like Andromeda, is it? It looks great, to be honest. And it was on the PS3? Okay. Yeah, that's the era that I can kind of remember it being on. PS3 360 era, but PC mods made it look way better than the remaster. Oh, very nice. All right, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to update the title of the stream to let everyone know that we're going to watch the PlayStation State of Play. But then I'll just change it back to Dying Light 2, because honestly, that was the major thing I wanted to see. But I'm interested in seeing what Horizon. Oh, also, I heard the Horizon Zero Dawn port to PC was really, really buggy. Is that still a problem? Because I wanted to play that when it came out, but so many people reported issues that I'm sure it's better by now. I would like to play. Horizon Zero Dawn on PC before I play Forgotten West. Forbidden West? Why do I keep saying Forgotten? All right, let me update my my stream here a little bit. Frontier devs broke Steam login for several users today. Not suffering it for now. You're saying Frontier Developments broke Steam? All right, let me change the name of today's stream for now. The first Mass Effect was a long time ago. I couldn't even program back then, and my brother had just gotten into computer science. Fun times. Isn't it amazing how, if you think about it, how there were 3 Mass Effect games what feels like 1 billion years ago? It's the same with, like, Dragon Age. When you think back to Dragon Age and Dragon Age Origins, you kind of think, like, oh, that was like a 2015 game, right? And then you think, whoa, wait a minute, no. That was like that felt like the early 2010s. Like, that felt like... That was like 2009, 10, 11, 12. Sometimes things even feel earlier than what they actually were. It's crazy. Gold Rush comes out on PC, PS4 tomorrow. Actually, you're right. I have giveaway keys for that. If you guys want Gold Rush on console, I think I'll drop some keys on the Discord. Members, again, you guys got to become members. Like, it's 20% off, and I have more big keys to give away than ever before. In fact, I have keys for... Iron Harvest and Iron Harvest Operation Eagle to give away too on the Discord, probably today and tomorrow. So as a reminder, members, jump on the Discord because it's a big week, and I think we're going to get Dying Light 2 keys to give away as well. So because the developers emailed me, and that's how I got some of this stuff in the mail. You know, they sent me stuff for Dying Light 2. You can't see this; it's cool. It's a pretty cool sticker, but it says Dying Light 2. And they sent me a whole package with like this. Cool little UV light, although it oh yeah. You can barely see it, but it says Dying Light 2 on the side. So, we've got that coming from members as well, so we can all play Dying Light together. Alright, we'll change our thumbnail and our title. That should be good. Cool. And then we'll switch it back later. Do I like animation? You mean like Odd Ones Out, that type of thing? 1 year War Thunder Premium for me, please. They won't even give me that. There's no chance for you guys. War Thunder's really weird about how... War Thunder's really strange. They seem to be getting more and more restrictive on who they let play that game. Like who... Like, press-wise, it seems like what they give people access to is less and less, and the requirements of like getting into their press program is more and more. I don't know why they're doing that. There's more to see in that game than ever before. They used to do like test developer servers. They would do that all the time, where it'd be like, hey, we're doing this big press event, come on in, we'll give you all the vehicles for free. But they would only tell me like a few minutes beforehand, so there was no time for me to prepare. So I'd be like literally streaming some other game, and then War Thunder would be like, hey, for the next 6 hours, you can like play this new update. And it's like, what? I'm busy right now. Yeah. They should give you a figurine. I mean, you have 1 million subs and they're AAA. You know what? I'm hoping pretty soon I start getting collector's editions of stuff. Some of the things they give out are pretty cool for collector's editions. Like that is a pretty cool little statue. I saw Mass Effect was giving out helmets. I think I want some of that stuff just for display. I don't think I'd ever buy that, though, just for that version. I don't know if there's any game I'd ever want to... Like, if... Okay. Let's say Horizon Forbidden West came with, like, a really cool dinosaur figurine. I'd be like, I don't really want that. But then if they're like, oh, hey, we'll mail you one for free, then be like, oh, this is the coolest thing ever. Because If you guys remember the game Surgeon Simulator 2, they sent me a mini fridge with like a bunch of fake organs and stuff inside of it and a bunch of like lab coats and like goggles and stuff for surgery. It's like, wow, that's like the coolest press kit ever. But I really wanted to get stuff for like well, there was one collector's kit I was thinking about buying. It came with something very cool. But I don't know if there's any series that I'm a massive fan of. Like, Days Gone's cool. If they ever had, like, a little motorcycle model, I guess I'd get that. Or, like, Final Fantasy. Alright, we're down to about 1 minute, 30 seconds, folks. About 1 minute. A real mini fridge or a model? No, it's a real working mini fridge. It works for real. I actually put pictures of it on Instagram. If you want to see any of the stuff developers ever send me, that's it. Dying Light sent me a cool, like, poster that I can put up on the wall, and it came in this cool tube with, like, a flashlight and stuff. We couldn't tweet about that until the 25th, so that was that big news that I was holding on to. But we didn't know the December 7th thing until today. So, whenever we get access to Dying Light 2, I'm going to give out keys to everybody who smashed the like button. So you got to smash the like. Valheim Complete Pack. I don't even know if... I don't know what I would want from Valheim. It would be cool to have like a statue for all the bosses. I certainly do like the idea of having statues and figurines, but one, it's just me, and two, imagine just displaying all that stuff. That just seems like a lot of work to keep all that clean and stuff. Alright, we're down to 30 seconds. Oh, they're picking it up with the music. Yeah, we'll play the new Far Cry as well. Hopefully we find out some more news on Far Cry and more news on... Obviously, Dying Light will share more news about the monsters, and hopefully there's some more on Forbidden West. I'm just going to keep calling it Forgotten West. Oh, here we go. This is it. It's happening. Wait, is this on? Hold on. It's going. So many games I missed out on, including Horizon Zero Dawn. I gotta get caught up, boys. Even Biomutant.
Hi everyone, my name is Matthijs de Jonge. I'm the game director on Horizon Forbidden West. Last year we revealed our ambitious new project, and since then the team has continued to make great progress on the development of the game.
I think there's an audio delay.
We are very excited and honored to give you an update in this state of play. And in the countdown video leading up to this moment, you have already seen glimpses of the Forbidden West. But now we have something truly special for you. Almost 14 minutes of gameplay captured on PlayStation 5. And you don't have to wait any minutes of gameplay captured on PlayStation 5.
Oh, there it goes.
And you don't have to wait any longer. Let's get right to it.
They fixed it. What the hell's a PS5? Have you guys ever seen one of those before?
Easy, easy. It's okay. You're safe now.
Kiowa, thanks for becoming a member, dude.
Wait, what happened? Where's Aaron?
Ambush. Ruins are crawling with raiders. They hit our camp hard. We ran and they chased us down. Aaron was away from camp. Scouting. I bet he's still out there.
What was left?
Raiders got machines on their side. Claw striders. You should go after Aaron. If they find him before you do, who knows what they'll do to him.
No, you're injured. I have to...
Don't worry about me. I'll make my own way out. Get going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty.
What are raiders doing in these ruins? I hope Erend is okay.
I think the PS5's a myth. I won't believe it unless I see one. Oh, it must be in San Francisco. She was walking on like a... Oh, yeah. Oh, yep. There's that one building from Sonic. The Sonic building, guys. Now keep in mind this is 1080p with with YouTube compression, so it might not look as good as it will in the final version. Oh, is that me? It's me. Oh, that's nice. Chainsaws.
Raiders. Riding machines. This is not good. Better be careful. There might be more. Yep, another one.
Oh, he mad.
I need to get clear.
Batman.
That was close.
Oh boy, she's gonna get surrounded. You're not gonna make it, girl. They're too fast.
Maybe I can lose him in here.
Oh, it shows you where you can jump. That's helpful. Lets you plan your moves.
Way out is down.
That was close.
More machines. Better go under.
Oh, they can swim too. Great. Pretty. Ooh, pretty. Bob Ross. Wait, Subnautica, what?
Oh, don't mind me.
Wow, that's a big boy.
Current's strong here.
Oh, that's cool. You can push off of an object. Nice. Nice. Uh-oh, what was that? Oh, what was it? The T-Rex?
I have friends, okay? I'm not just the ones you slaughtered. But when they come looking for me, there's gonna be trouble.
Oh, it's an elephant. Oh boy.
You guys wouldn't be laughing if I had my hammer.
Enough. Get moving.
Yeah, he's like a frog. Wow, they have way too much power. Girl, they got an elephant, velociraptor, 3 heavily armored dudes. There's no way.
tremor test and a loudmouth Oseram.
Which one's uglier?
Loot the camp. Make it look like bandits were here. Then we'll head for the old bridge and meet up with the others.
Will do.
Careful.
Got it.
This must be Aaron's camp. The Raiders made short work of it.
Time for some stealth takedowns. Get her. Yeah.
I'm gonna take you out.
Oh. Wow. That's a lot of damage. Get him with a headshot.
You think you can hurt me?
Oh. That worked.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, nice. Took off that armor.
All right.
Very nice.
Back to the hunt.
Very nice. How's the game? Well, it certainly looks
Raiders
beautiful.
said they were heading for the old bridge.
Combat looks cool.
Maybe I can cut them off.
And I'm a big fan of the, you know, like the bow and arrow, club, sword.
Find a way.
You know, kind of the visceral combat stuff. Guns are cool, but something a little extra special about making like bow and arrow interesting with different types of ammo. Oh, that water is flowing. There it is, guys. The Brooklyn
There's
Bridge.
the bridge.
Wow. We're in New York.
I think I know a way to
Oh,
get there
windmill.
fast.
Windmill. Another windmill. It's a sign. Booster, you got to make a channel that lists all the games that have windmills in them.
Gotta be careful.
Careful. Get him. Get him.
That should do it.
Nice. Yay! Now we have a mount. That's cool.
Help's on the way, Aaron.
The music is great. I like that.
Aloy?
Don't snitch on me, bro.
Aloy! Watch out!
Uh-oh.
Aaron, stay put. I'll handle this.
I have her!
Got ya.
Wow, look at all the dudes on the back. Oh, they got missiles? That's not fair. Yeah, get him with the grenade. Hell yeah, brother. Woo!
That must have hurt.
Uh-oh. That's so cool. It's like from Mega Man.
Stay ahead of it. Gotta slow you down.
Alright, time for some explosives. Some bubblegum bombs. Boom. Get him with another one.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh. Music is good.
Time to hit back.
Amen, brother. Oh, nice. Damn. That was cool. All that stuff falling off like that. Awesome. Hey, you guys, aren't we in San Francisco? That's the Bay Bridge, right? Isn't there a treat that they really enjoy in San Francisco?
Oh, didn't like that, did you? Time to finish this.
Oh, belly shot. Down he goes. That's awesome. Cool boss battle, man. I love when you take down colossal bosses like that. Very cool. Very cool.
See me?
You bet. I owe you another one.
Come on.
But this time, I have a present for you.
Oh.
I found it, Aloy. Huh?
What? What
you
is
sent
that?
me for? Right before the raiders got me.
You did good. Now, let's see where this thing will take us.
Oh, it shows what Earth looks like now. Oh, yep. California's sunk. Oh.
You always said a storm was coming.
Yeah. And it's almost here.
That's a pretty big storm.
So there you have it, the first gameplay footage from Horizon Forbidden West running on PlayStation 5. We hope you are as excited about it as we are.
That looked to be like maybe like the third or fourth mission. That's probably like a couple hours into the game.
While we have you here, we would like to spotlight some of the new elements you have just seen in our gameplay capture. And to help with that, please welcome Ben McCaw, Narrative Director on Horizon Forbidden West.
Thanks, Matthijs, and hello to all our viewers. Horizon Forbidden West is set 1,000 years in Earth's future after a global catastrophe. People live on in primitive tribes, but they're no longer the dominant species.
Damn.
Giant, animal-like machines now roam the land, and they're extremely dangerous. The machines aren't the only threat in the Forbidden West.
Carrot?
A strange red blight is spreading across the land, and it won't be long before it strangles all life. Aloy, our hero, is the only one who can stop the blight. But to do that, she and her companions will have to comb through the ruins of the old world to find the technology they need.
Oh, wow. That looks so cool.
In this quest, Aloy has sent her loyal friend Erend into the remains of San Francisco to find a crucial piece of technology. Erend encounters raiders from a rebel faction of the Tenakth tribe. They are vicious fighters, but even worse, they've acquired the power to override machines. To rescue Erend, Aloy winds up fighting them, but first, she must cross the ruins to reach their camp.
We face a lot of obstacles as we traverse the ruins of San Francisco. To overcome them, we've given Aloy some great new tools. Using the focus scanner, you can highlight spots that allow free climbing anywhere in the open world.
That's cool.
The pullcaster speeds up climbing and can get you quickly out of trouble.
Oh, nice. Grappling hook.
The shield wing allows you to safely descend from great heights or surprise enemies from above. With the diving mask, you can stay submerged as long as you like and take your time to plan a path around amphibious machines or boost through strong underwater currents.
Booster.
And to speed up overland travel, a variety of machines can be overridden and used as mounts or in combat. Combat in Horizon Forbidden West puts a strong emphasis on tactics and player choice. For close-range combat, the spear is an excellent option. There's a range of combos that have different uses and effects. Valor Surges add a unique set of special abilities, one of which can be used to knock back nearby enemies.
That's what that is.
The spear can be charged to create a high damage effect that can take down even the stronger enemies. A wide array of different weapons is quickly accessible via the weapon wheel. a slingshot with adhesive grenades to temporarily stall machines.
That was cool.
Bows with arrows that can strip armor and expose weak spots. A powerful launcher that fires spikes that explode on impact. Smoke bombs that temporarily blind enemies. Or you can pick up weapons shot off from machines. The full game has many more unique weapons.
That's where that came
and each
from.
of them can be upgraded on a workbench, but more on that another time. The player will need to be smart and creative and use all of the combat options we have shown to deal with a large variety of deadly machines. Sunwings in the sky, claw striders and tremor tusks on land, stepmaws in the water, even the seemingly harmless burrowers that you saw briefly swim by. They are all dangerous, and even more so when overridden by human rebels.
Oh, that's great.
We've only scratched the surface of the rebel threat, as Aloy will fight them in many forms throughout the game. And to defeat them, she must explore the open world to uncover the secret behind their power.
Wow.
And how that secret is related to her quest to stop the Blight. And this is just one of the mysteries she will unravel as her journey through the Forbidden West takes many twists and turns.
It's time to wrap it up. We will have more updates closer to launch, and everyone here at Guerrilla can't wait for you to experience the full game. Thank you for watching.
Wait a minute. A gorilla is a monkey. And monkeys see and monkeys do. Oh, only one game for the state of play. I was hoping to, like, be surprised with a new Tomb Raider or something. Well, that was cool. Certainly a lot of new weapons. I'm glad they went over things to explain exactly what everything was going to be or what it would do. That's pretty cool, I guess. All right, well, what did everyone think? What does chat say? Release date, question mark. Oh, yeah. People were saying October 14th, but... Typical chat. Just a bunch of spamming. Interesting. Perfect Dark. That'd be cool to see another one of those. Yeah, that looks great. So that hopefully will be available sometime later this year-ish, but it'll be on PS5, so hopefully I can get a hold of one of those between now and the end of days before the planet erupts into flame. Look at that. They had their stream planned out 5.5 hours before, well, more like 4 hours. It's like 30 minutes of footage, but that looked good. That looked real good. Definitely want to play that one. Definitely want to play Dying Light. Looks like we got two good games coming out hopefully this year, so long as there's no issues. But we'll see. So I'm definitely going to play through Dying Light and the DLCs before Dying Light 2 comes out, so we'll probably do that in November or a little bit beforehand. And then as for Horizon Zero Dawn, I'll probably play that before Forbidden West comes out. And I'll probably get that on PC so long as it runs smoothly. I heard there were some issues, but I'm sure they've patched that out by now. Just seems better to play it on like something that might possibly play at 60 frames a second. That's cute. Alright, cool. Well, today was a weird day for me. I had a stream of something else, a secret game that I was playing earlier. A game that I don't know if it's coming out this year. I don't know if they gave me a release date on it, but definitely enjoyed that. And I also had Iron Harvest go up earlier today too, so I had to like move my... Typically I would have streamed about like 4 hours ago, and then... Raptor can't seem to use the Raptor money emote. Oh, I'll have to re-upload that or something. But we'll probably do another stream in the PM. Maybe I'll do Transport Fever or The Sims or something like that. I'll have to figure out what I want to play for our PM stream, which will probably be in like probably like an hour or so. Figure out what I'm going to do. Say hello to me. I'm from Brazil. Well, hello, Daniel. And welcome to everybody tuning into the stream. It was good to see you guys are excited for Dying Light, because I wanted to play that, although we hadn't heard anything since 2019. I think it was like E3 of 2019, so like what, June? So pretty much like 2 years. Parkitect smiley face. Parkitect's good. To be honest, if I could just play Parkitect all the time, I would. It would kill my channel, though. It'd be like, what happened, man? You've changed. Now you're just having fun all the time playing Parkitect. What happened? Be like, Architect's so good. Yeah, we'll play the first Horizon Zero Dawn. It's on PC, so I'll probably buy that somewhere closer to the release. So that way I can do a part 1 and then part 2. Because Horizon Zero Dawn, you don't have to play the first Dying Light to enjoy the second one, but it seems like it's a good idea. And it seems like the same for Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, you don't have to play the first one, but you're missing out on a massive story if you don't. It's not like you won't know anything going on, but it's cool. It kind of explains the apocalypse a little bit more. I think that'll be a good thing. Oh, boy. So, I got a lot of stuff to catch up on. Horizon Zero Dawn, finishing up Dying Light, maybe getting into playing... You know what I've never played is like the Alan Wake series. I've never played Mass Effect. I don't think I've ever even completed Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, I got towards like the last couple of missions and then just got bored and started doing multiplayer. That'd be a good one to do, is play through GTA 5 one time. Someday. You do need to know the story on Horizon Zero Dawn. Well, you don't have to. It's not like... What I mean by that is, if you buy the second game, it's not like it's going to be like, did you play the first game, yes or no? No. Oh, okay, uninstalling. Like, it's not a requirement, but you are missing out on a massive... You know what I'm saying? Like, you should play it. Like, it's something you should strongly play if you're getting into the second. It's like Metal Gear. It's like, if you play one Metal Gear, you should probably play them all, because they all just kind of go together nicely. Except for 5. But that's a whole different story. Mass Effect was nice. Yeah. I want to play all those games. I just don't... That's why I didn't do Biomutant as much, because I played Subnautica, and then Subnautica Below Zero, and then I played Days Gone, and by the time I did like full playthroughs on like 3 games, it's just like, I need a little break. Biomutant was good though. Biomutant started out good, then got real boring, and then got really, really good. I think Booster's enjoying that too. I want to play more Biomutant, but I'm trying to take it easy on like the full playthroughs. I need a little bit of a break. YouTubers should play Fortnite, otherwise you're missing out on deep lore. Yeah. Yeah, the lore is, hey, we've created this generic game that we can get a bunch of, like, we can just basically copy and paste John Wick, Spider-Man, Superman, and all other sorts of characters into this, so that way everyone will play it. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's the DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I forgot about that. Yeah, the Wildlands DLC, the Frozen Wildlands. Oh, man. I'm going to have to play that, too. All right, I got a lot of stuff to play, hopefully this year. Probably in the summer when there's a little bit more downtime. You guys know, like, around, like, end of June and July and early August, there's games still do come out, but there's really no AAA major titles coming out. There are good stuff. Good games come out in that time, but a lot of them are just random, never heard them before type games. You know how it is. Cyberpunk, we already played that. I enjoyed that despite its issues. I still thought it was cool. Like, I really enjoyed the world. One thing that Dying Light 2 mentioned is verticality in the city, and that's one thing I really liked about Cyberpunk, is that a lot of the times you felt like you were in high-up buildings and stuff like that. There's that one scene with the parade where there's like the holographic parade coming through and you have to like take out all the snipers and you're high up in the buildings. That's really cool. No, I never played the Witcher series either. God, could you imagine playing Witcher 1, 2, and 3? Do they have like a Witcher 1 remaster? I think I'd only go back for that, because The Witcher, I think, is like before 2014, right? The original? Isn't that like 2012, 2013? Really would love to see them remake some of the Assassin's Creeds, though. Could you imagine if they remade Black Flag? Or if they did another game in the Black Flag universe of like pirates and stuff around that time? That'd be awesome. Be really cool. Too many good games to play, man. Just skip to Witcher 3? Isn't Witcher 3 like 1 billion hours plus the... what's the DLC for that called? Wine and... It's the Wine and Spirits DLC or something? The Liquor Store DLC. Black Flag was great, yeah. I think the only other Assassin's Creed I ever played was... I bought a new graphics card, and it came with Assassin's Creed Unity, I think? And I was like, oh, this is cool, I guess. But I also missed out on the original Assassin's Creed, too. It seems like I missed out on a lot of big games. But luckily, now that I do this pretty much full-time, now I can finally, like... Now I won't miss any new titles. Like, pretty much since 2017, I haven't missed anything major that I've wanted to play, from what I can recall. So I'll have to go back and do all those other games again. Blood and Wine. That's the name of the Witcher 3 DLC. Is that the only DLC for The Witcher 3? Maybe I could go play Gwent. Maybe that'll sum it up for me. I'll go play Gwent. The Ezio series was great for Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I hear people say that. Like, I think was it 2? Assassin's Creed 2, was that called Brotherhood? I think that was, people really enjoyed that one. Like, Assassin's Creed was good, and then everybody says like 2 was like, everybody pretty much agrees that 2 was like a real good step in the right direction. And then there were other spin-offs and stuff too, you know, like other stories. I thought Valhalla was cool. I don't really care for the whole story of like the whole modern time incorporation thing. I feel like if they just called the game called, I don't know, if it were just a Vikings game and they called it something else, if they just called it like, I don't know, Vikings Conquest Valhalla or something, and they dropped the whole Assassin's Creed thing, I still would have enjoyed it. I thought it was a cool game around the whole, you know, Vikings coming to England and stuff like that. That was cool. Rogue is really good. That's my favorite historical area too. Oh yeah, wasn't Rogue? Didn't that take place in Louisiana sometime around the? Like the. I think you go to. I don't know, New Orleans or something. I don't remember. I think wasn't that on like PSP? Oh, that was Industrial Revolution London. Oh. Okay. And then I know they gave out that one for free when Notre Dame burned down, but I forgot what the name of that one was. There's so many. I know the context, but I can never remember their names. Like I don't even know what the one about Notre Dame was. Was that Unity? Oh yeah, I think that one was Unity. I don't remember what 3 was called. Well, I've got a lot of games to play. That was Unity? Okay. Oh, Syndicate. That's the Industrial Revolution one. Really? France was Unity? Okay. Maybe Syndicate's another one that I was thinking of. I don't remember. Oh well. Oh, Uncharted 4 is coming to PC? What? Oh, I'll play through those. I love the Uncharted series. I didn't play 4 or the one with the ladies, which I thought was really cool that they did that, because it continued this. I like it when games make games that are related to the same characters in the same universe, but you get to see more of their story, or it's somebody you've never heard of before. What was the one with the ladies? Forgotten Journey or something? Or I forgot what that was, but whenever, you know, if they made another Last of Us game that had nothing to do with any of the characters we knew from the original games, that would be good. That would be good. Like if they made another Uncharted game, but it was with like Sully in some other unrelated timeline, I'd be okay with that. But of course they're done with those series. But damn, Uncharted was a little rough. Uncharted 2 was great. 3 was like, oh, this is just as good as, well, 2 was probably the best. 3 was really good, but not as good as 3. And then 4 wrapped it up nicely. And then the, whatever the one with the ladies was, where you get the Jeep and stuff, that was cool. I always forget that one, though. Oh, Lost Legacy. Yes, thank you. I was thinking it was like Lost Journey or something. Yeah. That was cool, because you got a cool Jeep in that, and you got to go, like, drive around a little bit. It was kind of a little bit more open world. It wasn't really, but it made it feel like, oh, cool, I get to drive a Jeep? Sweet. Yeah, Uncharted needs to make a movie. Aren't they making a Netflix series or a movie? I don't know. They never go the way you want them to. They made a Hitman movie, too, but it was just like, oh. Hitman would be a good Netflix series. They should do that instead. Each episode could be a different contract. That'd be neat. Yeah, you do have the Jeep in 4. Is it... I know you drive around a little bit in some of the missions, but I don't know if it's like how they did it in Lost Legacy. Well, kind of. But I do like how they made something a little extra just to kind of like... Just add a little extra. It was like dessert. Like Uncharted 1 through 4 was like a 4-course meal, but the Lost Legacy was kind of like a nice little slice of pie or some ice cream at the end, which was good. They made 2 Hitman movies. Oh, did they? Oh, I don't even remember. I only remember the one with the Hind helicopter and something about 25mm guns on a Hind helicopter blowing something up, and that's all I can remember. I think I saw that first movie when it came out, and that's it. Oh, man. Well, they are making that Last of Us series. I'd like to see that too. I want more movies and Netflix. I think probably more Netflix series because some things are too... They'd be too simplified for a movie. They should make a Sackboy Netflix series. That'd be cool. That'd be a good, like, kids show. Sackboy and all the weird adventure world stuff from... Because they could do whatever they want with the Little Big Planet series. I saw the Ratchet and Clank movie, too. That was cool. I want to play the new Ratchet and Clank, but honestly, it doesn't look any different on the new PlayStation. They keep saying, like, this is only possible with the power of the PS5. And to me, it's like, dude, this looks like the PS4 game. Like, no. This doesn't look any different. Raptor Horizon Forbidden West appear. We already watched the trailer on that, but now it's just post-show preamble of... Or, not preamble, but post-amble? Something amble. Ambidextrous. I'm just chatting, I guess, right now. Probably go fire up the hot tub if I'm going to do that. Didn't see any difference. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Ratchet and Clank never has been... It's never been, like, visually impressive, but it's definitely... Like, it's nice to look at. It's not like... It's not like Horizon Zero Dawn where it has to look realistic. Like this looks really nice. But Ratchet and Clank, it's just animated and I'm totally happy with it. I like the Ratchet and Clank series. I like when you get a bunch of guns where you can, like, solve problems with, like, turning people into sheep or blowing them up into balls of cheese or using a magnet gun or something like that. Oh, I see what this is now. This is this smoldering spire is just like a middle of a solar panel array. I see now. Oh boy, Pong the movie. Well, they didn't they do an emoji movie? And didn't they do a Pac-Man movie? Well, I guess Wreck-It Ralph was kind of that way. But what, they're making Last of Us into a series? Yeah, I heard it's going to be a Netflix series. And that they've casted everybody, but yeah, I want to see more things, more takes, different stories on the same thing. It's like what we got with Mandalorian. Like, it's a whole different story. There's some characters that but for the most part, it's a whole different thing, but in the same universe, and I want more of that. So I want to see, like, another Uncharted or actually, what's funny is that one game, Viscera Cleanup Simulator. That's basically like the Viscera Cleanup Simulator is like the post story to what it's like for somebody who plays Doom. Like if somebody went through a map and played Doom and killed a bunch of creatures and then left, and you're like the cleanup guy in charge of picking up all the bullet casings and like mopping the floors. It's basically what it's like. Oh boy. You're out of here, Booster? Alright. I think I'm out of here too. I'm going to wrap things up then, folks, and I'll see you in maybe an hour and a half or something. We'll figure out something else to play. I hope you enjoyed our first look at the newest news for Dying Light 2, hashtag Dying to Know, and then our Horizon Forbidden West first look as well. I'll probably title this back as Dying Light 2, just because that was the main thing that we looked at, but both of them are pretty good. So anyway, alright, so for anybody watching the video now, if you just skip towards the end and you're like, WTF, this isn't Dying Light, you got to go back to the beginning. All that hour and a half that you skipped or whatever was... so most of that was Dying Light. So make sure you go back to the beginning of the video to watch that. Otherwise you miss it. So, Dying Light 2 coming out December 7th, 2021. And this game, Horizon Forbidden West, is unknown, but hopefully sometime this year. Hopefully. Hopefully. I would assume they're probably targeting it for this year since they dropped some more news on it. So, we'll see. Alright guys, I'm going to jump out of here, and I'll see you guys in hopefully an hour for some more stuff. Thanks for dropping in on a day of weird scheduling, but again, as always, just turn on the notification bell and you'll never miss a stream. I have keys for Iron Harvest Operation Eagle to give away, so make sure you're on the Discord. If I get keys for Horizon Forbidden West or Dying Light 2, they also go to anybody on the Discord, so make sure you're on the Discord, follow on Twitter and Instagram so I can do some giveaways. I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.